Just another spectacular day coming. It looks like we're actually going to see the sunlight today. It's been cloudy, it's been raining, it's been snowing. Today we'll be able to paint. And when it's cold like this, I like to wait until at least midday. We basically have a couple hours of painting, but I would love to do it when it's a little bit warmer. Right now, it's still below freezing. And a lot of times my patience really pays off. It gets a lot warmer in the afternoon, at least with the sun coming out. But today, we should be able to get some painting done, and that's what that's what this is all about this time of year, waiting for these days where you can paint in relative good weather. I don't know if this is good or great or mediocre, but at least it's not below freezing for the first day in 3 or 4 days. So all the battery tenders are checked, everything's ready. Go have a cup of coffee, make sure the fish is not frozen in. We had a little bit of ice on the pond yesterday, not much, and we'll be ready to get working. And for people who might not know, koi hibernate all winter just like bears. They grow at exactly the same rate as when you feed them as when you don't feed them. I'm not sure that I don't grow at the same rate when I sleep too. And of course it's up above freezing now. Everything's starting to melt by this afternoon. We should have a banner painting day. Get some clear on these parts. And that coffee at this temperature, once that coffee brews, well, we are really going to be in Fat City today. And the birds agree. All the birds agree. Feed me. Feed me, Seymour. And here's a really good way to start off any day. Having your morning coffee, watching your Lionel train run around the tree, and trying to plan out what you want to do today. Karen and I have to make a plan for today. I didn't realize today was the day she wanted to do some Christmas shopping. So the plan today has changed already. I haven't even finished my coffee and the plan has changed. We're going to do some Christmas shopping, stop at Harbor Freight, stop at Karen's favorite place. Check my sprockets that are hanging up in the kitchen. Check Karen's artwork. Oh man, I love this time of year. A very eclectic day. Actually, this will work out to my benefit because I want to make a plan for today. I would like to, as an example, I would like to get the clear on some of the parts. I would like to get my test piece. I'd like to get some stenciling done on that. I'm thinking of all the things I can do today, and this is just, I wanted to share how I lay this out. Another thing, if we have time today, get the arrows on the side pieces. It looks like everything else is pretty much ready for clear. And then these parts are actually ready to buff. And that's my whole point in doing this, is when you do this type of restoration, where you do a little bit every day, different pieces, there's always something to sand, something that's drying, something to buff. And when you do it, and I've done it the other way, it gets a lot more tedious. And John has sent me a final, amounts to be a final file, the size we're going to use on the tank of the word Kawasaki. I can still do some experimenting on that. But it really is, it's a thing that I like, is every day I can plan the day a little bit different than the day before. I just can't be happy about having a day where I've just lived that day a couple of days ago. I like to have every day different. That's one of my goals in life. And one of the things I do need today, I need some supplies from Harbor Freight. So combined with Karen's Christmas shopping, I guess we're going to spend the first part of the day doing errands. So I'm taking Karen on all her errands and everything here. In the sky, we're losing the day. The sun is going in and out, and I'm hoping I can get home in time to shoot that clear. Oh my God, what a day. Now we could be shopping in Motorcycle Mall for Marchesini wheels or something. Instead we're, look at this, unbelievable. So while I was at Harbor Freight, I wanted to get plenty of terry cloth bonnets. I bought them out. These are, I don't know, the $4 I think each. 2 in each one, but I like to use a fresh one, and we're going to be doing a lot of buffing in the next couple of weeks. And believe it or not, what wore out on my Harbor Freight compressor, this thing was leaking. So, of course, I got another one. Some blades for, hopefully, I'm not going to run out of blades while I'm doing this graphic stuff. No, but I love Harbor Freight. As long as I'm there, I may as well get all the stuff I need. Now, I could tell this was leaking the other day. Oh, there's still some air in here. Look at that. I guess that'll be might help to put the right end on. I know you can put some Teflon tape on there if you really want to be a high-tech guy, but that's all there is to swapping out the end. Now these fittings I know come two different ways, and I've been real careful not to get, when you go to a Harbor Freight, you've got to get the right one. And some of them have a taper on both sides, and one has a flat taper and a taper on the other side. But we're ready to spray clear. And of course, yeah, let's always give a plug to good old Gavco. We're going to be shooting clear. I'm hoping that this day it doesn't get too windy. It's an unpredictable day so far. And nothing will make this day go better than a really nice cup of coffee. It's really still cold out there, but it looks like a nice sunny day for doing clear. There is the best cup of coffee in the whole world. It's officially Karen's cup of coffee. Oh man, is that a good one. So what I'm trying to do is just look at each part before I even mix the clear. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 individual parts to do. I really don't want to do this because what I want to do is simulate where I'm going to put the stenciling with the material. I was unable to get rubber cement. Oh, that's John sending some more material. We don't have it yet. That's coming. So I'm looking at, now some of these parts may be a little difficult. See, it's hard, a part like this, it's hard to hold. I'm going to have to think have to get some hooks to hang this up. And these parts where I did a lot of Bondo work, man, came out fine. Should be no problem at all to get these done. So it's time to mix clear. Now I could be wrong, but I just think that part is going to be a lot nicer than that flat black plastic that Kawasaki had envisioned. I don't know. But every time I bring one of these parts out here and add it to the project, I know it's going to be just a little bit nicer. Pretty happy with the initial finish. We're going to get 2 coats of clear on everything about 20 minutes apart. It'll basically consume the better part of the day, but at the end of the day this will all be drying in the garage. Now when these parts sit in a cold garage overnight, or even longer because we have other things we're going to do in this time of year, that'll be the great base. I'm so happy the way this has turned out, and when those parts get put on that motorcycle, it's going to be a whole different ball game. A whole lot nicer than a Kawasaki flat black finish, that's for sure. that the weather is actually holding out. I thought it was really going to get, actually you got the sun coming out here. Maybe it'll melt up some of this extra snow. So we ended up this day, and I'm really happy the way this day played out. Not only did I get some Christmas shopping done and keep Karen the happiest woman in Rutherford, but the paint really laid down well today. There's certain days it's above freezing, and that paint just laid down. And when it's like this, being a painter, it's like to be in a quarterback of a Super Bowl team. That is really a wonderful little spraying of clear. Now, what I'm going to wait for, I'm going to give this about a half an hour, 20 minutes. Make sure I can touch each part without it being sticky, and give everything a second coat. And I do remember last year having these fairing parts all over the cellar. I mean, you couldn't imagine how much, when this bike is taken apart, it takes up 3 workbenches, and having the wheels off the bike and everything. Well, that's coming sooner than I thought it would. Basically because there's not a lot of body work to do on this job. So I'm a little bit ahead of where I thought I would be. And pretty soon we'll be able to finalize those decals. That's going to be a big thing. Every step we take, just one more step toward having it. It's really getting to be an exciting project. And I'm sure when John and I are done, we'll figure some way of getting that Kawasaki backmast off, and nice crisp edges, and in an exact color gold, an exact match. Now the next step of this project is going to be, and I'm not going to try to do it today because I'm, after being outside for 2 hours painting and waiting for things to dry and Christmas shopping, and it's a busy time of year. Santa Claus is very busy. Now, I wanted to mention something that I have the patterns for this. The next step on this is to lay out the arrows on this, and also in the next couple of days I'm going to get the graphic material that John wants to test next for that word Kawasaki. Again, I'm trying to share information. If it was all available somewhere, yeah, you can just go buy stickers and yeah, that's not for us. I want to be able to run my hand over that and not even close my eyes and not even feel where it is. I don't want a factory finish. I want something, when that motorcycle comes out of the shade and into the sun, it pops like a diamond ring at K Jewelers. But anyway, I am really getting excited about the project as this has unfolded. As you can imagine, it started out being that little vision, and I did the gold pen and made some sketches. And right now it's got me to where it's hard to go to sleep at night without thinking, what can I do here? What can I do there? I got some ideas for some carbon fiber parts I want to make. The wheels, the gold paint on the wheels, I've already experimented with the gold. I know I'm going to love that gold. So as it unfolds, it takes on a life of its own, and it's something, if you're doing a similar project, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you just like to be entertained and watch, I don't know what, I really do enjoy this work. And so I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.